Introduction to clamps and cramps. I believe that clamps are typically used in engineering and cramps typically used in woodworking. We use them interchangeably. There is a slight difference in that clamps hold pieces of timber or hold items together, whereas cramps will actually apply pressure. Because sometimes when you're gluing stuff together and the wood moves, the glue expands, you really want not just to hold it together, but to actually apply pressure and cramp the two joints or the two pieces together to create a single joint. But I just generally say clamps. And an introduction to them is what kind of stuff would you need? So I've laid out a few clamps here, and the way to get them is when you need them. On typical projects, you don't need most of these ones, and there's a whole lot more as well. But if you need them for a particular project, price it in and get them then. You've got all sorts of clamps. These are great for corners, so if you're into making boxes, very good, but then quite large boxes. These would be smaller boxes, and they're very useful. But I'm going to put them away. I only bought them when I started creating more boxes. Starting out, you wouldn't end up typically having a bench, but you might have some sort of work area, set of trestles. So we've got other clamps here as well. And these ones are in the shape of a G. Is that a G for you? You're looking at that way. Maybe it's backwards. Anyway, looks like a G, so it's called a G clamp. But it's not just a G clamp. This is a 3-inch G clamp. And here we've got an 8-inch G clamp. So they come in various different sizes. If you are using these, and you do get G clamps, scrap timber. Scrap timber is really what you want, because if you're working on your piece of timber and you cramp this, it will dent your timber. So that's where a piece of scrap in between will protect your timber. And that's why I use a lot of scrap timber with cramping. If you've got a bench, you'll have a bench vise. Super useful. Clamps are really handy because quite often you're working on your own. The more hands you have to hold things, the safer it is. Whatever it is that you're working on, held together, held in place, you can then work safely and do precision cut or precision drilling. So it's for safety as well as just having more hands, because quite often we work alone. Then you've got these bench clamps. They will hold your timber on your bench. You've got a bench. And you get quick ones. So some of these will work quicker than others rather than screwing that down. A bench hook. I put this in the clamps list because it's quite useful. You have a bench and you're working on that, and you'll typically get them in college when you're working in college and you're learning this. So a bench hook is really useful, and they're for left and right-handed individuals. Put your timber on that, and it's a nice way to finish your timber as well, because you can cut into the bench hook rather than cutting into the bench. What would I go for if I was starting out? Quick clamps. These are super useful without a bench or anything else, and they will get you a helping hand with many situations. I would suggest starting out with getting a set of quick clamps, and you can get these in various lengths. Short ones, little mini ones, and large ones, depending on the projects that you're doing. But they're a great starting position for clamping. Build up your clamps as you go along on your journey. If you're using this and you're working on a set of trestles or anything, definitely stay safe. Instead of doing this because you're busy working on your work, poke your eye out, clamp your timber, clamp whatever it is you need. So that's out of the way. The bar is out of the way and you can easily move around that. That's much safer for you. So, quick intro to clamps. So good luck in your woodworking journey. Thanks for watching.